quick update. Today is December 24th. It is the 1 year anniversary of my mother's passing. A year ago today, she was in my house with me when she finally quit breathing. I guess I'll dedicate this little part of my journey to her, because that's a large piece of the pie as to why I'm trying to, start a new journey. But let me fill you in on everything else that has happened in the interim. So, the last time I talked to you was the day before my interview, and basically the child support office in Wisconsin just kind of, we'll call you tomorrow. And I had to be there at 8 o'clock my appointment was at 8 o'clock. And I am about almost 3 hours east of there. And I left at 4:45 in the morning to drive in to get there a little early. And how does traffic start 50 miles outside of a city? It is ridiculous driving in San Francisco, anywhere near it. But so I got in, and Xander was going to go with me, but I made the mistake of giving him his, my gaming computer too soon. So he spent the whole night, the night before, up. So, he was in no shape to go with me, but that's okay. I'm more than used to driving by myself long distances. Like I said, so I got up, I took all my paperwork that I had. I was going to bring my laptop and everything, but then I figured I'm going to San Francisco, and if I'm not allowed to have my laptop in the building with me, then it'll be left in the car, which I'm not leaving anything of value in a car in San Francisco. So I left my laptop here and just brought my paperwork with me. And I mean, like I said, the drive there was just ridiculous. But I got there, and I think I got there about 45 minutes early or something. And it was kind of funny. I was wearing my Bears sweatshirt, which, yes, I'm an old time fan, 50 years or so. And so, yes, I'm very excited about how they're doing this year. But that's neither here nor there. When I got to the federal building there, I walked in the door that my GPS was telling me to go, and nice security guy's like, yeah, I said I'm here I got an appointment with my passport. And he's like, okay, well, you found the right building. He's like, but the entrance you're looking for is around the other side. And I'm like, okay. He's like, by the way, good luck this weekend. I'm like, what are you talking about? He said, the Bears, because apparently they're playing San Francisco this weekend. So, really nice guy though. So I ended up walking around to the other side of the building, and I had this impression that when I had to make an appointment, and they didn't make it easy to make the appointment, I mean, as you know from my prior videos, it'd be me and like 5 other people. Oh no, there was like a line to be able to get into this building. And so, I get my paperwork and I get in there, and then they tell us all to, we go up to the 3rd floor and line up and get in line and blah, blah, blah. And they start letting people in at 7:30. Well, that's the 7:30 appointment people. And anybody with an 8 o'clock appointment had to go and wait somewhere else, like down on their 2nd floor cafeteria. So went down there, waited for that, and then eventually went back up and got back in line and entered for my 8 o'clock appointment. And and they had asked, they had gone around the line and asked, if there was anybody there that had a 10-year expired passport, which I did. And so me and about 4 or 5 other people in this line raised our hands, and they gave us a number. And so they cordoned us off from the rest of the people when we walked in the door. And I think our wait was shorter. I don't really know, because there really wasn't that many of us. But I got up to the counter relatively quickly, and the lady asked me for my passport application and my pictures and 2 forms of ID. My photo ID, my birth certificate, and all that stuff, and gave her all that, and travel plans. I gave her that. and my old passport. And so I'm like, okay. And I mean, no mention of the hold or anything on my passport. And she's like, okay, well, that'll be $225. Now, I've already paid once to renew this back in September when I started this process. But at this point, I wasn't going to argue with anybody. So I gave her ran my card, another $225. Well, and she's like, okay. And she hands me this receipt and she's like, okay, come back at 3 o'clock and pick up your passport. That's it? Really? I'm like, okay. And so I left there and I went outside. And of course, being San Francisco, it started pouring rain as soon as I got outside. So I checked my phone and I found there was a little Cajun restaurant, the New Orleans Cajun restaurant right around the corner. Really good stuff if you're ever there. Um, don't wish anybody's ever stuck in that neighborhood, but it's a good place to eat. And so I went there, and while I was there, I noticed I had a voicemail on my phone. Well, the voicemail on my phone was from the person at the Wisconsin Child Support, and they left me a message. Actually, I believe I still have this message. Let's see if I can play it for you. Okay, this is the message that I got from the child support office.
Hi, good morning. This message is for Stephen. Hi, Stephen. My name is Maria Mertz with Waukesha County, Wisconsin Child Support Division. It is Tuesday morning at 8:33 in the morning. I got your messages that you had called yesterday regarding a passport release. It sounds like my coworker had called you, Michelle. So I just wanted to quick follow up with you. I did end up taking care of that passport release for you. Our process is that we end we end that we bar that passport in the computer system, and then I have to fill out a form and I send that form to the state of Wisconsin. It goes to BCS, the Bureau of Child Support. So that form was just submitted to the state for them to process the passport release. So I did everything I had to do on my end. Now it is up to the state when they get to it. The process can take 7 to 10 business days. That is out of my hands. So I just want you to know that it has been completed. It is finished, and now we just need to get confirmation that the state, typically what they do is they'll send me an email or they'll send me a message letting me know, hey, I got your passport request. It's been taken care of, and it should be all done. So anyways, if you have any other questions, Stephen, please give us a call back. Know when's a good day and time to reach back, and I can contact.
So
Hi, good morning. This message is
that's the
Stephen.
crux of the voicemail. Um, I'll have to bleep numbers and names out. But so basically, Steve, we did the paperwork, but it's still going to take 7 to 10 days. Now I get this after I have just given the passport office another $225. So, um, at this point, I'm in San Francisco. There's no way I'm driving back here. It's like I'm waiting around till 3 o'clock to see what happens because I got nothing better to do. And I want to make sure it's not some kind of huge joke and they're going to screw me out on another $225 because I'm like $400 deep into this passport right now. So, I ended up going back to the building and hanging out in their cafeteria and actually took a little bit of a nap at one point because it had been a very long day. And 3 o'clock comes around and we all line back up again and we go get our passports. Well, we line up to get our passports. And I come back and they hand me an envelope with my old passport in it and my new passport. So I got a new passport. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do with the old one? It's like, well, just hang on to it just in case anything happens to your new one. Okay, awesome. And so I stopped at the little counter they had there just to double check to make sure that this wasn't like some kind of late April Fool's joke or early April Fool's joke. And I got my new passport. So I don't know what happened. God, uh, somebody at the state made a mistake and got it done early. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And I'm not gonna question it. I'm not gonna complain because it's done. I have my passport, and there is no reason that I can't fly out this Saturday. So that's like 3 days from now. So I'm ecstatic. I will get to spend New Year's in a new country with my new beginning. And, I'm extremely excited about that prospect. And I'm very grateful too, because I didn't, from my last video, you can tell, I mean, my 95 percentile of getting this done had dwindled significantly by the time I got to that office. And then when I got that voicemail, I'm like, why am I even here? And but I still got my passport. So, God is working in very mysterious ways, and I'm not going to question it. I'm praying that this means that He wants me there. So I'm going. Um, and that was, it's allowed me to finally solidify some. I mean, because like I had this plane ticket for Saturday, but they need my passport because it's an international flight, and I didn't have a passport number to give them. So I finally got all that information entered, and I drove all the way back here, um, and told Xander, hey, when I get back, man, we're gonna go to this really nice steakhouse that we went to the other day, and celebrate. Well, turns out they're closed, and then today is Christmas Eve, so pretty much everybody's closed. But him and I ended up going out for Chinese for Christmas dinner, and that's okay because I'll tell you what. Once again, you never know where you're going to see or find your blessings, and so we had Chinese tonight. First time I've ever had Chinese on Christmas Eve. But they give you those fortune cookies at the end, and I got a fortune today, and I opened it up, and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. So this was the fortune that I got out of my fortune cookie today. I don't know if you're going to be able to read that. Come on, read that. Well, if you can't, I will post an image of it. But basically what it says is only those who dare truly live. And I am fucking daring. I'm telling you right now. So, I am headed out of the country. And, I've got a couple more days left here to spend with Xander. And then butt crack early because my flight is at like 6:10 in the morning or something like that on Saturday. My flight from Sacramento to San Francisco. And then I've got like 2 hours from when I land in San Francisco to get on my flight for that heads overseas. So, yeah, I mean, it's happening. And, I'm very grateful. I'm very excited. Now I can do that damn packing video that I've been threatening everybody with. And interestingly enough, today too, today it's been raining. It was raining the entire day. I woke up this morning and that's all I heard was rain. And I looked outside and it's just pouring out today. So I've been in here working on videos and editing and stuff like that. And I missed the breakfast call here at the hotel. And so I went down probably like 11, 12 o'clock or something like that to see if I could, just get something. So I grabbed a couple bananas, wanted some yogurt. But the yogurt thing, the fridge with the yogurt in it was locked. And so the front desk lady called the maintenance guy down to come and unlock it. And she's like, oh, by the way, you were in, because I remember I changed rooms with Steve. And she's like, well, you were in that other room, weren't you? And I'm like, well, yeah. And she's like, did you forget? I'm like, hanging shirts, right? And she's like, yeah. And the jacket? I had left my travel jacket and my hanging shirts in the closet in the other room. Well, they had them wrapped up and gave them to me. The cleaning lady had found them and brought them in. And so today I ran down to the grocery store and because I didn't think I'd be going out anywhere because I thought Xander would be with his mom and her boyfriend and all that today. And So I just went and got some frozen foods that I could make in my microwave here. And while I was there, because I had asked the cleaning lady, I asked her, you don't have to clean my room, but if you could just get the trash out, because obviously I've been eating and making trash. And so she did. She came in and got the trash and changed it out. And I had actually grabbed a couple $100 out of the ATM while I was there to give her for her Christmas, because she was working today on Christmas Eve, and I'm sure she'll probably be working tomorrow too. So at least I got to give somebody else a Christmas gift. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I'm ready. I'm hoping then now the next updates that I should give you will probably be hopefully from the airport as I'm getting on flights and exchanging, and then in the plane until I can actually show up and meet my buddy Ray in Cebu. So I will let you guys know what's happening. But, I think I finally found my saying. I've been looking for some kind of a hook or a saying or something, but I really like this. Only those who dare truly live. And I'm going to live, man. I'm going to dare and I'm going to live. And, we'll see where life takes me from here, because remember, I don't have a plan. I'm going to Cebu. After that, everything's kind of just going to happen. So let's see where this goes. But y'all have a wonderful night, and I appreciate you watching this. Like I say, if you like if you like what I have to say here, I have finally gotten a store put together for the merch, and it should be down in the description. Should be a link for it there. If you find anything interesting there and want to support me, that would be awesome. So that's that. I'm not going to push any of that stuff, but I do appreciate everybody watching these videos. If there is anybody watching these videos, because as of right now, nobody's watching these videos, but I now have a release date. So at noon on December 27th is when the videos are going to start releasing. I'm not going to release them all at one time. I'll kind of space them a little bit, maybe a couple days apart or something, but I'll release a few right at the beginning, because I've got a few of these. And until I can get to the Philippines and start filming some new stuff. So a lot more exciting stuff than what I've been doing. But you know what? I truly appreciate everyone. I really do. I mean, although this particular day is very hard, I'm actually very grateful. Maybe I can put up a few images of my mother and my father, because they were the ones that really supported me through anything and everything. They did the best that they could, and I think they did a pretty good job. So Merry Christmas to everybody. Yes, I know it's probably way past Christmas for you guys now, but it's Christmas Eve for me. And yeah. Merry Christmas, everybody.